I put this in your trunk? I just figure it won't block your view that way through the window.
Oh. All right. You may want to move the seat a little backwards.
Oh, okay.
Kurt.
Oh, yes.
Roberto's my name, Kurt.
Oh, man, you got a very fresh car here. It feels very fresh, I
like that.
Like a season,
people
you know,
here, like you know, with AC and stuff.
It's cool, man. It's really cool. It's like a fresh. It feels like a very seasoned, like you know, like not autumn, not fall, not winter, not any of those, but like it's its own season. You know, you've somehow created that kind of environment. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. It's like you've somehow created your own environment.
The heat, you know, for a lot of people, it's kind of, you know, kind of sticky, and you know, but I prefer, you know, if people don't like it, of course you can tell them. I'll immediately put it off and open the windows. But
how long have you been driving Uber for?
You know, the whole time. You know, but driving for Uber 2 years almost.
Oh, that's great. How do you like it so far?
Well, I mean, it's a good job. I'm grateful. I'm grateful, Kurt. You know, it is a period for me. It has been very hard because it's a transition between professions. I used to be a professional airline pilot.
Airline pilot?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I flew many years.
Wow.
But I fell in love long time ago also with operatic singing. And
that's cool.
It is crazy, you know, but I've studied many years, because one thing is to have a voice, and another thing is to polish it. So I had to, you know, to polish it, and right now I'm a fantastic tenor now. So right now I'm you know, building my way into the opera world. I have these auditions, I have these engagements in Europe and stuff. So, but in the meantime, you can imagine quitting, you know, the flying job.
Yeah.
With family, with, you know, it has been hard, man.
Well, you know, it's interesting because I've noticed as you follow your calling, those things start just falling into place eventually. And
that's what it is.
Even when there's that illusion of something like not working out, it's almost like it's offering you that opportunity of going, okay, are you sure you want this dream? Are you sure you want the dream? You know, and it's like, yes, you know, and it's like, okay, cool, here we go, we're ready, we're going to go full, we're going to go, you know, it's going to go deep into it. Yeah. So it's cool that you're following your dreams. And
it is cool, you know, sometimes I mean, at the beginning, of course, I didn't realize what it was going to be so hard, you know, so, you know, facing a lot of demons, you can imagine, you know, because, you know, without a security, you know, the money I used to earn as a pilot, you know, and of course, the social impact, you know, being a pilot, and then you fall down, and then, you know, my friends see me here in Uber, and, you know, people is very materialistic nowadays, so they see you like, you know, what are you doing, you know, what? But again, it is what it is, and, but I am quite a tenor, man.
You know, it's interesting. I met an Uber driver who quit his job at NBC Universal. He's like, I was making all this money. He's like, but I felt so cramped in there. He's like, I just wanted to do my own thing. And he goes, and I just started driving Uber. And he goes, man, he's like, wow, it almost became like this Zen-like experience for him, because then he really started realizing, like, oh, it taught him this acute sense of responsibility, because he's like, I am truly responsible for my own finances coming through. Like, no longer do I have to work for someone else, and now I see what it's like to work on my own. And so by doing that, it just kept encouraging him more and more to just keep following his dreams. And,
of course, absolutely.
You know, and he was talking about all just the interesting people he comes across on his paths. And
and it's funny, you grow up a lot, you know, and you face things that you wouldn't have done, you know, otherwise. You do things that are, you know, you never imagined that you were going to do, you know. But it's beautiful. It's working now. I'm building this academy online. You know, I've learned a lot of things. You know, I've never thought that I was going to create this magnificent course, and because I am able to teach, to make everybody sing.
Oh, I've been coming across a lot more of these online teaching programs. One's called Udemy, and then there's a couple others. So you signed up with one of these?
Well, not Udemy. No. My stuff is absolutely pro.
Well, how did you do that? Well, how did you?
It is. Well, the fact is, the first thing, my first weapon is that I have the method of the past. The method of the past means that you really sing. 99.999% of classical singers, opera singers. Look at Adele. You know who Adele is?
Oh, right.
She lost the voice. She lost the voice. Why? Because she has no clue how to sing. People have lost that ability now. We are so egoic nowadays. And I really can do this. Through these years, I've developed this incredible power. There it goes. For example, there's a test. Like a little show off I'm gonna do. Most people, here tenors nowadays, classical singers, even if you go to Broadway, everybody sings like this. Everybody sings. Yes or no?
Yeah, that's interesting.
With a song in my heart, nighttime sharpens,
my heart.
hide and seek sensation. And the method of the past was totally to open, not only use the support, but open. I have to do it now, and then it goes. For example, this piece that even Elvis used to sing, but this is Che bella cosa na giornata sole, n'aria serena dopo una tempesta. You see?
Oh my God,
What?
dude.
Crash?
A car accident happened just right then.
Right now?
As you started singing, like you were singing the soundtrack for it. I just saw two cars. It was this strange, I just saw a movie moment.
Who's the other one?
A car swooped from around a corner and just smashed into that car. The other one is, I think, over there. It was a gray car.
Oh.
I don't know exactly how it was. I don't know if this guy was coming
You just
through.
saw it.
Yeah, I just watched it happen as you
I wish I could. You
launched
could
into that
replay it so I
climactic.
could see it,
Oh
but I
my
was blinded by
yeah,
this.
that car. That car over there. She crashed into this guy.
People. Honestly, everything is exactly the same. Me. I have to go for it.
Right.
Give me a break.
Me
Take
first.
it easy, bro. Take it easy.
Yes.
I'm one of the safest drivers. They got me that thing rider preferred because I am very careful driver. I always
that's great.
with my passengers from A to B as safe as comfortable as possible. And but that's exactly that. Everything is so in a rush. People want to sing overnight. I didn't even finish. But have you heard, for example, the Rat Pack, Frank Sinatra, for example?
Oh, yes.
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, if you hear it, sounds a little similar.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is here.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Okay, so he kind of lives.
Oh my God, I messed it up. I thought
That's okay. It was like a side street that.
Yes.
It's a sneaky little side street.
Should I go back?
Oh, yes, I think so.
U-turn?
Yeah, you might have to do one of those. Because I keep forgetting that it's a little sneaky little side street there. And,
Actually, I did.
It sneaks up too
just
quick.
Is that one there, the little street to the right?
So, okay, so I think we turn left at that main street.
Turning left, and I'm gonna
join
that street there.
Yeah, it'll kind of be like a little back road in there. See how it's like he lives like back in there. So it's going to be, if we go left here, and then it'll be a side street.
And then left.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
It
sneaks up in such a strange way.
No problem. It was kind of strange, and I was following this thing, and I just there was no way to go there.
Oh yeah, Hollywood Way, right?
Okay,
Is that what it's
okay.
Yeah. Look at that! It's right on the corner.
God. So
You're an
that's the
amazing
story,
singer. Now, what do you rent yourself or get hired for parties and stuff? And
yeah, of course. Yeah, in Europe, this is very popular. But the thing is, I'm able, because of this course I've designed, these exercises I designed, I can really pass a song Kurt. You know,
Oh, that's
I can
great.
make everybody open then, and then everybody can. And I just didn't. If I do opera right now, like here, you kill me because it's too powerful, too loud. If this is meant to be heard from far away, you know.
Right, because opera is supposed to fill up a theater,
Absolutely.
right, and hit the back of the.
Absolutely, and you're meant to sing, you know, over the orchestra without a microphone.
Man, that is just so incredible.
It is very beautiful, and the thing is that this is the original method. And without this thing, you know, there's theaters in Europe that they are needing 3 tenors or 2 sopranos to finish one opera. That's just totally wrong, you know. This is. So anyway, I'm able to train a lot of people, and God willing, this is gonna start working now, man. It's been like so hard. I have a wife. I have 2 daughters, you know. They are my proof. Both of them sing now. This is the street, right?
Okay, so we're gonna go up, and I think we'll see the street.
Oh, wow.
It'll
gotcha.
come
Here,
up.
So this is okay. This is okay.
Yeah.
Left and left.
I think it's this one right here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, that is, yeah.
I
it
was
sneaks up.
following the GPS, and the GPS's coordinates is
Oh, yeah.
address.
Sometimes
So for this thing was closer via numbers, you know.
Oh, yeah. And sometimes it recalibrates after it already does something, too, I notice.
Sorry about that.
But do you have any of your stuff, like, online or anything that's listenable?
Yeah, I'm building my company right now. I'm putting together all these recordings.
Do you have a card?
I need a card.
Oh, yeah, left in here. This is great. I'd love
That's
to...
it.
And I have a radio show, too, so I'd love to have you on the radio show.
This is
if you ever
very
wanna sing
cool,
on
and it's
it.
very spiritual method, you know?
This is awesome.
I've designed this meditation.
Vocal enlightenment. That's brilliant.
You like it?
Yeah, that's cool.
Thank you, man.
This is great. This
It
is
is
cool. I look
beautiful,
forward to.
and that's-
I like how the person is the period of the question mark. That's awesome.
Ah, well, I'm happy you
And
like
then that's
it,
like
man.
like the imagination coming out of their brain.
And you know,
oh, yeah,
this
you can stop
is
right here.
golden thing.
Oh man,
You know,
it's so cool.
I'm
so
happy
great,
you like
man.
it, man. That's
Thanks
a good
for-
thing for me, man.
Yeah, this is cool.
I'll be there, man. You can see my recordings in about 15 days.
Great.
Yeah, for the web pages there, and you can see.
Oh, that's great.
So there's my number too.
Cool, man. You know what? Let me see if I have a card for.
Don't you worry, you're dragging this, man. Give me this.
There's a yacht rock band I'm in, and I'm going to meet my buddy right now for it. It's called Yachtley Crew, and it's all soft rock. It's all soft rock classics.
Oh,
So this
wow.
is what we dress up like, and
What do? You do this
we're-
events
I'm behind
on
a
board or
keyboard.
something?
Oh yeah, it's all soft rock classics like Michael McDonald and Christopher Cross, and so we're playing it actually at the Viper Room on this first Friday in November, and tonight we're going to Dana Point. So it's just all great love songs. It's such a good vibe, and so if you ever find yourself out and about, you know, you might want to.
I'm gonna give it a
We
shot.
got a bunch of
you know,
videos
see
on
you
there.
there, guys. Absolutely. So you actually here?
Yeah, I'm one of
That's
these
you,
guys.
right?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
man. Yeah, of course.
Well, it was a pleasure meeting you. I
It's
gotta
been
go.
my pleasure,
I
Kurt.
gotta go talk
See
to
you around,
my
brother.
buddy. You take care.
Thank you so much, man. Bye.
Bye. I can't remember if I said this in a previous episode or not. However, I just taught for Darin Toonder's improv class, 30 kids. Imagine that, trying to teach these kids improvisation on Thursday. And then I just heard from Philly Ocean that he was at, was it a party?
Mm-hmm. A birthday party for a mutual friend.
And Darin Toonder happened to be there, and he tells Philly, he goes, yeah, we have a mutual friend. And I didn't realize that these two guys have known each other. How many years would you say?
Probably 8 years, seven years, somewhere in there.
And so you'd see each other, what, at various auditions and stuff?
Yeah,
and...
or SAG events or what have you. Yeah.
God, man. That is so, so incredible.
Great guy, super talented.
God, it's just nuts. I just love how this stuff all comes together. I'm curious if there are any sort of lunar things happening as of late.
Venus is in retrograde, I heard.
Yeah?
I don't know what that means, but somebody said that to me.
That's usually like electronical issues. I've been
Mercury.
noticing some...
That's Mercury in
Oh,
retrograde.
Mercury retrograde. Oh, I wonder what Venus... Wait, you said Venus retrograde?
That's what somebody told me, but I don't know. Who knows?
Venus retrograde. I wonder what that one is. Mercury retrograde, yeah. Yeah, maybe that retrograde stirred something up. Because between that and the Trifornium last night, just huge amounts of synchronicities. Even right after the class, that's what it was. That's right. After teaching the improv class, we went into the cafeteria to put these chairs back, and there was a band set up on this sort of like the stage where it doubles as the cafeteria. And after school, they have this thing called I forgot what the name of the school is. Let's just call it Wilson Rocks, which is very much inspired by School of Rock. And so they teach these kids how to play a song. And these kids don't know how to, play any instruments beforehand. And they just go, okay, what instrument do you want to play? And the kids all figure out what instrument they want to play. And they learn a song. And so they were there to teach these kids the song Radioactive. And so two of the girls who were in this Wilson Rocks band were in the improv group. They're like, Kurt, watch us play. So it was so cool to see these kids playing this song. And on top of that, the guy who puts the whole thing together, he was playing a mandolin. And I said, that reminds me of something like that you'd hear at medieval, in the medieval times or Renaissance fair. He goes, well, turns out that I have my own act at Renaissance fair. I'm always at Ren Fair. And I said, wow, that is so great. I said, well, and it's also awesome what you're doing here with the kids. They're teaching about cooperation, all the great elements of improv, because I was just teaching an improv class. He goes, funny you should say that, because at the Renaissance Fair, my show is completely improvised. It's all improv. And so, I mean, just the things were going, just enhancing. So, yeah, because I started
carrying... You're even enhanced without a drug.
Oh, my God.
A lot of guys need a drug for male enhancement.
Well, I got it. That's right.
Turn right.
And all I need is this I got to tell you, this rainbow moonstone I've been carrying, it's really, really amplifying them like crazy. Last night was just a barrage of them, which thankfully were all captured on the podcast, so the listener can hear them happening in real time. I mean, it's just uncanny. It's uncanny. Anyway, more later, folks. Most likely during the beginnings of sound check or backstage with the Yachtley Crew. The time is now 7:41 p.m. We are here with Yachtley Crew. We're about to go through a sound check. We're getting some preliminary things set up right now. We are behind the red curtain at StillWater Spirits and Sounds in Dana Point. Thomas Bowie.
You're listening to Inspirado Projecto. This is Thomas Bowie.
He sounds so proper. He's so good. You'd be such a great announcer, I think. Just a very gentle, oh, that's good.
You're listening to 93.7 Smooth Jazz.
Oh yeah. Have you thought about doing voiceover before?
I've thought about it, but then I realized I'm not an actor, and I don't... Listen, I respect actors. It's not just something you can walk into. It takes a lot of work. And I wouldn't mind dabbling, but I'm too caught up playing music and writing music, so... But I appreciate that someday.
You're listening to Inspirado Projecto.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is Baba Bowie. We are standing here with Pauly Shores, the saxophone man of the century and the bicentennial.
I don't know about the bi.
What about the sesquicentennial?
Are we live?
Yeah. That's more my bag, baby. No.
So you're the saxophone player of the sesquicentennial.
Yes.
That's a lot of years to cover of being the world's best saxophone player.
Well, it's
undefeated.
It's a tough job, but somebody, and I mean, I'll take that responsibility on my shoulders.
Yeah, someone does have to do it, and that someone it might as well be you. Let's be honest.
I'm trying to be as honest as possible, and I think that I will take this responsibility. I will sesquentennial.
Yes.
Watch your back.
What this means then, Paulie, is that sooner or later they're going to build a statue of you.
Like this, the statue of sexual liberty.
Sexual liberty. Is that what you said? The statue of liberty.
The statue of sexual liberty.
Statutory liberty.
It's going to be you instead of holding the torch. It's going to be you're holding the saxophone up in the sky.
Yes, all of the accounts are accounted for.
Oh, and maybe, because Statue of Liberty has like a book under her arm, I think, right? Maybe you have maybe you got one of the maracas or something under your arm, tambourines or something.
Or like a map.
Saxophone.
A
A
map.
map. Oh, I like it. Yeah. Ooh.
A map
With the notes?
for exploring Africa.
Ooh. That's good. So you got a map for exploring Africa on one hand. Other hand, you got saxophone.
And there's nothing more that 100 men or more could ever do.
Yeah. I mean, really. Let's be honest.
That's the cheer for love. The cheer for exploration.
Oh, yeah. Exploration through the soft rock time travel dream cruise extravaganza put on by Yachtley Crew.
And don't forget to grab your maps.
Yeah, don't forget to grab your maps, grab your hats, grab your shoes, grab your yacht attire, and let's see those dance moves on the dance floor, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to be waving, you're going to be jumping, you're going to be jiving, you're going to be going caray on the dance floor today. Leave the kids at home. Leave the kids at home with the animals. And come on out and enjoy a night of Yara classics from the 70s and 80s. Come on and get hashtag ship-faced with us.
And you're gonna look at it, and you're gonna see like, oh, okay, I get that. I get what that is. You know, but it seems like all religions, all philosophies, everything like that have two things in common. What I said first, and the other one is you just gotta be good, man. You just gotta love people. You just be good to everybody, and good will come to you. You know.
I was having a conversation with one of my roommates a couple of years ago, and he brought up that is there evil in the world naturally? Is the world, or is it just a human construct? Is that something that we're not? It's like, no, it totally is. There's not, evil in nature. We perceive it as, oh, this big old wolf ate this tiny little rabbit. That's evil, but that's just how we perceive it. That's life. That's how it's supposed to go. You know.
I heard it one way that humans, we have the potential of good and bad, and so I believe we're constantly riding on the choice. Like, okay, I'm gonna let this guy go. You're constantly riding on it.
Yeah.
But they said the difference is this: that evil exists. It's just that man, what evil is that little nudge once in a while that just pushes you onto the dark side.
Oh.
It just kind of floats there. There's always that, and so, I don't know, it kind of comes back down to choices. That's the one thing that kind of bummed me out about religion is they were always like, well, they're destined, the real kind of people that were living on it. They weren't looking at anything else. They were looking at that. They tend to be very like, you're like, they're just too on that one side. And I don't believe that there's destiny and then there's choice. I think there's got to be a combination of both of those. You have a choice to touch this man or not to. I'm not going to touch
right,
it.
right. That's
touched
right.
it. Okay, I touched it. So I choose to do that. But
did you choose to do it?
Right, exactly. That's
Yeah,
what
did the
other
van
side-
inspire
that's
you to
kinda how
touch it?
quantum
Isn't that crazy?
That's the way I look at quantum mechanics. Is
Like
that
the
when
van
you
has a
prove something, you go,
consciousness.
"Ah."
Yeah.
If I was my grandfather, could I go back and kill him and not be born? Yeah, then I couldn't go back and you can find these conundrums. But I think maybe that's what it is. Discovering the conundrum is
Yeah.
more important than solving the conundrum. Just knowing it exists. Knowing that is time travel possible? I really don't know. I would think,
Right.
who knows, right?
By our
Not
by our understanding.
Did you get this for me?
Yes, I did.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
I have to because
I was just giving a. Oh,
Polly's down.
Polly is down. Dude, thank you for the beer. I'm recording a podcast right now, by the way. How do you feel the show's going so far?
Well, we're killing it. I mean, somebody got proposed to, and people are going to get married just because
You know
of
what?
our fucking
I would love it
102nd
if
show.
I would love it if we brought
Number
I would love-
102.
I would love it if we brought them on stage. Actually, you know, just to show
that
them to the
invites
people.
everyone else to come up.
Well,
and
but
you
they're
don't wanna do that.
but they got proposed to, dude.
Well,
how often
about,
are we gonna have people
they
propose
can
at
slow
our
dance,
shows?
maybe. They can slow dance. How about a slow song?
I mean, what would be the drawback?
Once
of,
the door
of
gets open,
highlighting them?
watch out. The floodgate is
you
open.
could give them
They've
the.
gotten married. That's a
How about this?
special
You
thing.
guys could do something like their pre-first dance, and then let them get in the middle, play a song, and then can you guys light them up like you do?
I mean, it would have been
And
great
let
if they
people
proposed
circle
on
around them.
stage. You know,
Too bad we don't have a disco ball.
like if that happens. Oh, by the way, there are 3 birthdays happening tonight.
I already announced 2 of them.
Wait, you already announced the birthdays?
Marguerite.
You already announced the birthdays?
I announced Marguerite. And then there was Katie or something like that. Phil had that one. I already got my
I didn't even
commitment.
hear the. I didn't even hear.
And then our friend down in front, Kelly Anderson, she wants to hear Easy Like Sunday Morning. And I told her we'll probably do that last, so you got to stay for the whole show. But they're the 2 down in front going apeshit bonkers the whole time.
Ape shit bonkers.
It's supposed to be soft rock, Paul, but it's not.
I've turned it into something else.
Yes, yes. Well,
Blame it on me.
You made it into heavy
and the
metal.
drummer because he plays it
Heavy
too
metal,
hard. He plays it hard. He don't play soft. Ain't not soft by Yachtley Crew.
Well, there's 2 things that happen here. The room is best played as a lounge, but the audience that comes in here, it's best played as it's best played as you're out there like you guys do. Bands that come in here, they kind of just stay on the the line of the stage is there, and their act is like they don't bring their act into the audience.
Oh yeah.
That's a big failure. And the other one is just having an act in general. There's bands that come in and you can tell they get like an iPad and they're playing, they're jamming. They're gonna do a gig with the band. It's like, well, we're looking for what you guys do. That's what is going to work in it because you guys work. Let's face it, you work in here. Flashback, Heart Attack. They're a 4-piece band, but you know what? They got an act.
Those guys are great. Yeah.
You seen them?
They're awesome.
I have fun with those guys.
They're so fun. They got great attitudes.
We had a band in here, Zeppelin Tribute, for example. They came in here, and dude, they performed like Zeppelin. They didn't come in and play Zeppelin. I mean, they came in and put on a show, an act.
That's so fun. You commit to it. It's
really
a performance.
is.
You commit to what this thing is.
That's
and
what will
there's so
bring
much more
people and
fun
keep
in
them.
that. It's just so much when you go deep into that thing and you just.
My
oh man, it's so much fun.
My dad told me something many times, and that was the definition of entertainment, or entertaining, or being entertaining, or being entertained. However you want to use that word. The definition of it is something that is going on that you just can't stop looking at. You just kind of gotta keep. Hey, I'm here. You know what? I don't have to be anywhere else that's any better than what's going on right now. And you're entertaining. You can't stop. Oh, what are they gonna do next? Dude,
what a great way of putting it. So at the base level, it's something that people can't keep their eyes off of.
Right. That's traffic accidents.
And there you go. You already got them. And then whatever else seasoning or whatever spices you add onto it is.
How you get the point. A traffic accident is because you can't take your eyes off. You gotta look at the traffic accident. I don't care who you are. You're gonna look at. If you're driving by and you got the perfect view, you're gonna go. Oh wow, they're putting them in a bag. I mean, you've had those instances, but you know what? It is something that you can't take your eyes off. Some people will refuse to look at it, but then they'll refuse to hear this kind of music. So there's a lot. But the point is that entertaining or being entertaining is simply, and you can never drop the ball. You have to go from scene to scene. You're always coming from somewhere and going somewhere.
You're always when there's full commitment. You're not dropping the ball.
And what's fun about you guys is it's hard to communicate over the mics in this room because I crank you up when you guys are talking and making announcements because to get everyone to hear you. What the spoken word, I got to crank it way up, and then I got to bring it back down before you guys sing.
Thank you.
But the point is that when you guys talk and you do things, you know, it's everyone, each of you, no one's ever left with like, oh, you know, like that incident where it's like, oh gosh, I didn't know that was coming, or whatever. It's all very smooth, and it's
good.
It's neat. You know, it's neat. It's like,
good.
Yeah,
that's cool to hear.
Yeah,
Thank
you guys got that, and that's what I think is what keeps people and gets them entertained. That's entertainment by definition. You start looking at the band, you know, from beginning to end. No one left. I didn't see one person leave. In fact, they came in, and I really don't think many people have left yet.
Oh my gosh!
If at all. So
wow. Baba Booey, how do you feel the show's going so far?
I feel it's doing really good. I mean, it's pretty fucking packed in here, right from the fucking first song.
Ooh, I mean, they were just diving deep into it, man.
Right from the first song, they've been waiting for us to come back. It's been
my
like
gosh,
2 months.
That is so exciting to hear.
It's been a couple months.
Yeah, when was the last time we were here?
It's like 2 months ago.
Wow,
We've
man.
been on tour, dude.
Isn't that fun?
We're going on tour next week too,
dude. I've been slowly uploading bits of our tour, our Batten Down the Hatches tour. I had 4 hours and 51 minutes. So I'm every once in a while I'm leaving like 20 minutes here, 15 minutes there, you know, just kind of shuffling them in until the other podcast. So people go, hey, what's that all about? And then they go check out Yachtley Crew, you know. So it's just like this little like surprise. It's like pokes your head in there, and go, this is what we're about. Okay, see you later. And so it's like this little ghost. And
you know what the next tour is going to be called?
What are we going to call it?
Making Waves Tour.
I love it. Making Waves Tour. I love it. That's perfect.
Can you guys get us back on in about 4 minutes?
Yeah, absolutely.
When is the next mini tour?
Well,
Making Waves Tour.
Next week, next Thursday, we're going to be going to San Diego. And then the next day we're off that day. And then we're going to St. Rock.
Oh, wow.
And then we got the next day on Sunday, a private party for the Boys and Girls Club of America.
Oh my God.
It's a fundraiser for them.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Yeah, we got the Viper Room show.
Got the Viper Room show. We got Discover November 2nd.
Discovery shows.
Discovery 17th.
Oh, 17th.
November. And Borderline November 30th.
Plus, the way that things are going, between here and there, we have no idea how many blanks are going to be filled in between here and there, right? It happens all the time.
Every day they're getting filled up. They're calling every day. I mean, we have a lot of privates, which is good because that's where, you know, those are good paying gigs.
Yeah.
So, I want to play those. But I love the crowd at this place.
Yeah.
They're really into it.
The crowd feels so good.
Yeah.
Well, we are going to be diving into this later, more.
Ladies and gentlemen, K-Chung Radio, Chinatown, Inspirado, Projecto.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's Baba Booey.
Tony, where's my
saxophone? I need to practice.
Come on.
Oh, I forgot that Stoney keeps your saxophone. That's interesting. You must be very, you must trust him with many things.
You must trust him with many things. Today is the 21st, I believe. The day after the show, the stuff that you just heard was from last night out in Dana Point at a place called StillWater, Spirits and Sounds. We had our very first show there, January 2016. That was our very first show. And we have gone back once every other month or so. We tend to play there. And last night was electrifying, I gotta tell you. Last night was electrifying. Felt so good to be there. There were 3 birthdays, 3 birthdays going on. And a woman named Lisa Guzman, who actually used to come out to see the Rio shows back when I was in Rio. The Darin Toonder tribute band, she would go out and she would see us play, and so she came out last night. She's been to see a few of our Yachtley Crew shows, and she brought 2 of her friends who have never seen us play, and they got a table, and it was their birthdays. So that was awesome. There was another birthday too. Someone else was celebrating a 40th birthday in the corner. And so it's always great when people decide to go there to celebrate a birthday. Gosh, it's just so great. It's so much fun. It's interesting to hear from folks who come out and see our shows, who've seen us evolve through the years. I mean, it's almost 3 years coming up in January, which is just so interesting to hear that. So the folks who have seen us evolve through the years, it's interesting to hear what they have to say about it, because they're saying now that going to the shows and they have to get there early. They used to be able to just go to the show. Now they gotta make it a point to show up early so as to ensure they get a seat. My God, this is just beautiful out here. I've been reading more of that CIA PDF. Monroe, I'm doing more research into Monroe. I'm realizing that Monroe, the guy who put together the Monroe Institute, he had a series of out-of-body experiences. And it was from his curiosity and desire and wanting to find some answers about the dynamics of out-of-body experiences. That was the whole impetus behind making the Monroe Institute, which specializes in the Gateway experience, the Gateway voyage, where they employ all these methods, quantum mechanics, binaural beats. It's incredible. It's talking in there about how the Earth resonates at like between 7 and 7.5 hertz. And then they were saying that the human body, or the human mind, oscillates between 6.8 and 7.5. And so the idea is that by having this earth energy here, and us in training, ENTRAINING, in training ourselves with it, with that vibration, we could draw from that energy and utilize it for our own good. It says that what was it? One thought has the distance of, I forgot what the kilometers were, but they said that's basically the like an impulse has like bam, that much surface area. It travels, basically as far as as much as the Earth is round, and it travels out there, and then it comes right back to us. So in a sense, it's like a boomerang. It comes to us. I've been slowly writing my book about USU, ubiquitous serendipitous ubiquity. And when I come across stuff like this, it's awesome, because now I can draw from this paper. I can draw from this. I can utilize it as examples. I can point to it as something that I wonder once an FBI, once a government paper is out there and declassified, I'm curious, once it's declassified, is it copyrighted? Is it something that you can reuse? Can I reprint those pieces and put them into my book? If so, that would be dynamite. I would love that. I could show that actual example right out of there. People can look at that and go, aha. Aha. Here's the research. Because a lot of this stuff that I'm coming into contact with, this information that's washing upon my shores, so much of it echoes the same, basically backs up, so to speak. It kind of gives this awesome scientific evidence that backs up these various theories and notions, and whether it be through channeling, whether it be through just zoning out and staring off into space, sitting on your balcony and just staring at the trees, and revelations come to you. It's neat to see things that you had theories and ideas about and you wrote down, and then bam, and then all of a sudden along comes this sort of scientific angle which then supports it. It's joyful. As it just adds an extra season to it, a little bit of seasoning. It adds an extra zing, if you will, a little bit of tanginess, some succulence. So if you get a chance, check that out. Look into your favorite search engine. Check out Gateway Experience CIA PDF. We're all a hologram. We're all a hologram. All of this stuff in front of us is going to react to how our hologram, how our intentions, how our thoughts, everything, bam, goes out, affects this populace, ricochets back to us. I'm at the bank now. I gotta shut this off. I'll talk more later.